So I want to call this episode It's Okay Too. You'll get where I'm going with it in a minute. But by the end of this, you're either going to love me because I will make you feel like it's normal to do these things and it's okay, or you're going to hate me and think that I am a terrible parent. So here we go. It's okay to forget to brush your baby's teeth. I mean, this is awful, but I am terrible for this because we do it when he's in the bath. That's how we started off doing it. Cooper actually vomited the first time we brushed his teeth. I don't think he liked the taste of mint, but yes, sometimes, especially if Coops misses a bath, I just forget. And I need to get better at that because obviously his teeth will fall out if I carry on neglecting them. But yes, that's okay. It's okay to will bedtime to arrive. There's some days where you might have had a long day, you might be tired, your baby might have not had the best day, might have kicked off, not eaten its tea, and you just will bedtime to arrive. And for me, it gets about 5 o'clock and I'm like, oh, just a couple more hours of entertaining my child and I can put him in bed and I can relax. It's okay to give them snacks to keep them quiet. This has been a game changer for us because ever since Cooper's been old enough to have a little snack, a little rice cake or wafer or whatever it may be, it just buys you a bit more time, doesn't it? You're just like, what, you're crying? Oh, here, just stick this in your mouth, you'll be fine. And it does, it just gets you maybe on that walk home. Because sometimes Cooper's like, yeah, no, I'm bored of being in my pram now, so get me out. And if I just give him that little snack, it just gets me home and it's fine. Obviously don't do it when you're in the car. Because I remember thinking to myself, oh, what I'll do is on a journey, I'll maybe just put some snacks there. But obviously they might choke and you can't see them. So wouldn't advise that, but you know, as long as you can see them snacking, snack away, I say. And as long as it doesn't ruin their tea time, because I feel like I've occasionally given him one too many snacks and he's not actually wanted his dinner. So yeah, a little bit of advice there, not too many. It's okay to sit them in front of the TV. My preference is Baby Bum TV. If you haven't already shown it to your child, I strongly suggest you show it to them because it will change your life. I think I've already told you guys this, but I put him in his jumperoo or now in his playpen because he's got a new playpen, which honestly I would recommend to anyone. We got ours from Tech Plus, and it is just brilliant because he's safe in there and he's contained and all his toys are in there, and we've put like you know, like a spongy matting underneath, and it's not too small for him to jump out. It's just perfect and everything's in there that he needs or wants. So strongly recommend getting a playpen or baby jail, as some people call them. I'm really painting myself in a terrible light in this episode, I think, but we're gonna go with it. It's okay to give them pouches a lot. Now I hold my hands up, I am definitely guilty of this. I thought I was gonna be this amazing like earth mother, making all their food from scratch every single day, like only the freshest, and turns out I'm quite a busy working mum and I don't always have time to make him food. So he does have pouches, but he has the best pouches that well, the ones that I think are the best and kind of have the nicest ingredients and organic, and you know, so I'm getting the good ones. But yeah, and I have beat myself up about it because I've got friends that obviously make everything, which is amazing, and I wish I could do that and I wish I had time to do that. Or I also wish I wasn't quite as lazy sometimes, because there are days where I'm like, yeah, I could probably go to the shops and get all the ingredients, but I don't. So it's okay. I'm beginning to not beat myself up about it anymore and accept that that's the type of parent I am, one that isn't very well prepared. It's okay, this one's a funny one. It's okay for them to be crying and wonder why on earth they're crying, what could possibly be wrong with them, and then realise it's about an hour later than when they should have had their lunch or their bottle of milk or like a drink of water. The amount of times Cooper has been kicking off during mealtime and I'm like, he obviously just doesn't like this flavour, he doesn't like pork dinner, and then I realise I've not given him a drink and he's parched. Poor little guy. Yes, so that's okay. It's okay to squeeze them into nappies that you know are probably a little bit too small for them because you've got that pack left and you want to use it. We all like to get our money's worth, and nappies aren't cheap. And you know, when they're all teetering on the edge of like, your nappy's so full and so tight, but I'm just gonna squeeze you into them for that little bit longer until I finish that pack. Then I'll move you up to 5s. It's good, it's all good. It's okay to, majority of the time, wear active wear. I thought I wasn't going to be, I mean, I wear active wear all the time anyway, but I was like, no, when I'm a mum, I'm going to make sure I put proper clothes on and, you know, do my hair and makeup. My hair and makeup is actually done today because I was meant to be doing something, which I'm now not. So I'm at home with lovely washed hair and makeup on, which is a first. Danny's gonna get home and be like, oh, do you want to get a look into tonight or something? He's gonna think his look's in. It's not. It's okay, majority of the time, to be in your active wear, to have your hair in a bun, to not have any makeup on. However, I will say one thing. Do make an effort sometimes. Just every now and again. Because, not for anyone else, but for yourself. Because actually, when I do wash my hair and I do put a bit of makeup on and I actually put normal clothes on, I feel quite good. I feel like, oh yeah, this is me. This is what I should like normally wear. It's just, do you know what it is? For me, personally, if I am looking after Cooper all day, sorry, it's a bit of a fluff. If I'm looking after Cooper all day, I need to be in stuff that like doesn't show my knickers, so not a dress. Something that stretches, so lycra, perfect. Something that is wiped clean. Or isn't like fluffy and gonna annoy them when you're giving them a cuddle. It's just practicality sometimes, isn't it? So that's why I spend a lot of my time in my activewear. And last but by no means least, it is okay to turn that baby monitor very, very low so that when your baby cries, they have to really cry for it to wake you up. And that sounds quite cruel, doesn't it? But when Cooper kind of semi-cries, whinges, it wakes me up. Like if the monitor is at full volume, it does wake me up and I'm awake and I'm laying there thinking, God, is he gonna go back to sleep? Is he gonna ramp up? Like what's gonna happen? Whereas if it was at a level, or if it is at a level where I can't hear that first little bit, the first little whinge, then if he doesn't go into any more, if he doesn't go into full blown screaming, I stay awake. He doesn't need me. Oh, what a highly inappropriate time for the post to arrive. How dare he? Me and Danny do let Cooper cry. We don't let him cry like ridiculous amounts, but we kind of like him to try and self-soothe if he can. I mean, there are nights quite often where he just gets angrier and angrier and angrier. So we'll always go in, like we go in and out. And now my phone's ringing. Well, it's all going wrong at the very end of this video. I was doing so well. Baby's asleep, I'm getting it done. Then the blooming postman arrives, phone rings. Anyway, yes, so we find having it just a little bit lower, so you can still hear baby, but just a little bit lower really does help with our sleep. And actually probably Cooper's, because we're not disrupting him by going in and checking he's okay every 5 minutes when he makes a little noise. So I hope that helps, and I hope you all don't think I'm a terrible parent now. And I hope a lot of you agree with me and go, yeah, I do that. If you do, let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to hear it. I need to sit down with my laptop and reply to you all. That's on my job of things to do, because I really do appreciate all your comments. But anyway, that's me for today. I shall see you next week. Thanks so much for watching, Bump. If you want to watch the playlist, then click here. And if you want to watch last week's episode, then click here.